This one is at the Pelham Mill site here in Greer, South Carolina. It's another historic mill, kind of the ruins of a mill. The dam is still here, absolutely beautiful. I've been here once before. I was gonna post this video, but I accidentally deleted all my videos, so I am back. I'm gonna share some stuff with you, but let's get into the history of it. So the Pelham Mill site has also been known as Buena Vista Factory, Hutchings Factory, or Leicester Factory. It is the site of ruins of the Pelham Mill Cotton Factory here in Greer, South Carolina, and it is located right here on the shore of the Enoree River. Now, included on the property are stone and brick foundations, the bases of 2 steam smokestacks, brick pilings, and a mortared stone dam with 6 sluice gates across the Enoree River. So let's go ahead and go explore and have some fun. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so the mill does have a parking lot over there where you could go and walk the trails and have an easier entrance. But I decided, because it was a little bit packed, that I was going to come in through the side entrance and explore a little bit more. I did not get to explore this area before last time I was here, so you guys are seeing it for the first time with me. There you go. All being buried and consumed by nature. I mean, you could see, other than the 90-degree angles, when that was all green, it would have been very hard to see that. But what you're seeing is that old bridge there, the columns from an old bridge that spanned across the river. This is like the narrow part of the river. I didn't make it down this way last time, so this is a first for me. Really cool. Let's gotta make our way across this way. See, this is what I was talking about, the stonework on either side, and I'll show you when we get over there how they have it channeled with brick. I don't remember making my way through here last time. It's very muddy, and I don't want to fall in that nasty water, so let's be careful. Oh, all right. Started sliding there, but I made it across. That water looks absolutely horrid, and I would not want to have my foot in that. But here you go, guys. As we start to break through here, you can start seeing the structure. Start seeing bricks and the remaining columns here. Oh. Look at that. That is really cool. It just goes that way. You got the wall there. If you guys have any ideas of what this was used for, you know, the structures, I know they have a graph up top, and I'll go to that, but if you know a little bit more about old cotton mills, please share your knowledge. I would love to hear input from others. But this structure here was absolutely massive in its heyday, because you could see it goes up about another 30 feet on that side. They have the rocks there, the footings, and you can see parts of this structure just thrown about. Man, I could imagine what this place looked like. And apparently they had a lot of bad, I guess, luck, you could say, here. They had a lot of fires. They did get flooded. It got washed out through a major flood. Multiple fires from what I remember reading. So they just kept rebuilding and starting over, and this is now the bits of history that you have remaining. So now I'm on the other side of the structure here. Let's get ahead and go inside. Look at this. Oh wow. Absolutely enormous building, I'm sure. I mean, look, nature kind of just took over, and it looks like it went further down because this is like some sort of archway there, and all that is just buried. That's truly amazing. All right, so as we keep exploring a little bit more, you got so much structure throughout this place. You got steel and iron just all twisted up, mangled. You got old piping. You can see the rivets there. That's crazy. I mean, this place was magnificent, I'm sure, in its heyday. But this is an amazing part of the structure here. This dam, absolutely massive, massive dam. Let's try to get up there. Oh, there we go. So it just came from down there. There's the structure that we were just in. So let's go ahead and explore this dam a little bit. Now, last time I think I jumped across here. It looks a little bit wider, and I think they opened that up because that was pretty clogged last time. And it looks like that tree was spanning the cross of that opening, but it looks like it's since moved, and it looks like it's now starting to fall through. So this has gotten a little bit wider than I remember experiencing last time. So let's see if I can make this across without completely falling into rapids and going down there and soaking my phone and everything else. Here we go. There we go. All right, made it across. See, this is where the majority of the water is coming through, and then there's another opening on that side, but it looks like the most turbulent part of it is right here. Definitely don't want to go there because that's very slippery, so I think I'm going to try crossing right here. Definitely don't want to fall in that because you'll definitely be swept away and probably caught in an undertow or something, and I don't want to risk that. And if you don't get stuck, it's going to be a bumpy ride all the way down. That's amazing. Ugh. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so we are safely across. I'm just trying to skirt my way across these little channels that are coming down. So all of this would have been turbulent, flowing with water, but they're blocked off by debris, trees. Let's see if I could get a little bit of that in here. Yeah. So if you can see, I'll zoom in. It's all blocked off. So if they cleared that, all this water would just be running through here very powerfully and extremely turbulent. But this is an absolutely amazing structure that has withstood the test of time. Every time I see structures like this, I'm absolutely amazed. That they're still standing till this day. I mean, look at this thing. Absolutely enormous structure. Very well built. Let's make our way down this way. So, I've always wondered, and I don't know much about history, I'm not a historian, and what I share with you is what I read, a little bit that I know, and I do try to research some more along the way, but there's just so much out there that, you know, sometimes history gets misconstrued and kind of confused. So I pick up bits here and there, enough to give me an idea of what I'm looking at and share it with you guys. But I always am amazed when I see places like this, because you see bits and pieces of the history that's there, just how it was done, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, because from my understanding and what I've read and kind of researched, these are the dynamite holes where they were once drilled out, dynamite was placed in, boom, explosion happens, and they're able to move the rock and build this structure. So you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is what I was talking about. All across this whole area, you start to see kind of reminders of how this work was done. And I see points all throughout these stones where it looks like dynamite was placed in. And these rocks, these huge boulders are blown apart. Here's a good example where you can see a bunch of it there. And like I said, it's just all throughout this area. And there's other bits of stone further down that you could see that too. But this is truly, truly breathtaking, just to kind of put yourself back in time and imagine what this once massive structure looked like. You have the new highway there, so you got a mix of the old with the new. So I'm going to take you to the other side here. Try not to fall. But this is another area that was pretty clogged up too. You can see there a lot of the debris blocking, and a lot of it is being channeled through that one there. But you can imagine what this was like back in its prime. And I'm going to walk through here a little bit. It's a lot of spiders, so I don't want to touch the walls too much. Look at that. There's more of the markings I was talking about. Really cool. Let's take a peek up here. Look at that. Absolutely massive structure. Extremely well built. Look at the markings there. That's wild. This structure is very wide. I mean, the power of water, it would have to be. But here you guys go. Look, you got steel popping out. Wow. Really, really cool. I'm sure back in its prime, you wouldn't even be able to stand here. It would be just as turbulent as the other side. Wow. That's the part I gotta be careful with there. Wide jump. Made it across. Alright, so now that we made it across, let's go ahead and head over to this section and explore a little bit more. All structure from the original foundation that was here. You can see the columns, the footings, and it spans this whole area. And here, I mean, this is solid into the ground. Pieces of steel. If you know what that was for, be sure to let me know. Look at that. That's really cool. You can see the foundation being buried up with the dirt and all. And there's the information placard up there. That's normally where you can park and you could come down, just kind of have an overview. How you doing, sir? So let's go this way and explore a little bit more. You can see a lot of the stonework here, a lot of the old foundation from the wall. You got some brick popping out there from the brush. And this was completely overgrown last time. I did not see half of this last time I was here. But check it out. Got more of the structure there. Looks like footings. I'm gonna go around this way. But this is what I was talking about last time. Look at this. They had like the water channeling through here. That's really cool. Got the old brick still here. A lot of the old pieces of the wall. Look at that. Trying to get through these vines. Don't want to fall down there. That would hurt. But you can see this spans all the way around. So it looks like they had water channeling all through there. And that section where we came in, it spans back to the river. That's crazy. So I'm wondering if there was anything else here. But look at that canopy spot over there. Man, I wish I could make it across. It's a very, very, very wide gap though, and a long ways down. I don't want to fall. Don't want to get injured. But you can see that cool canopy there with all the vines just growing over the trees. Cool little hideout. So we came from that direction. We're going to go to the left now. Really fun place to explore. And this is what I was talking about. This was all green and lush, and felt like you were going into like a mystical realm, crawling through here. But you can see just what I was kind of get an idea of just what I was talking about. The structure just popping out from beneath the overgrowth and the dirt. Got the vines kind of just overtaking all the structure. Let's make our way down. Really cool. Oh, see all the brick slowly crumbling away, being consumed by nature. There's that section we crossed through. So we're on the top part of it now. So let's go this way. This was a massive structure. I mean, check this out. Huge stones. You got these openings here. I don't know if there were windows or what. I wonder if it went deeper than this and it's just all overgrown. I mean, it's pretty cool. Not much to see here other than just the crumbles, the ruins of what once was. Climbing this wall now. Let's get up top. Let's make our way back through here. It's a lot easier now without it being all overgrown. I absolutely love doing stuff like this. It's so much fun. Kind of get lost in all of it, just imagining what the structure was like when it was in its prime, or even what it was like when they were building this. Like, I couldn't even imagine without technology and the advancements that we have today to build things like this. They did it by hand, grit, muscle, pure determination. But this is the fun little area that I crawled through last time. I had to get on my hands and knees, and it looks like it's a lot better today. It's kind of fun. Amazing. Guys, I hope you like that content. My family isn't here, as you saw in the previous video, but I told them I would go out, explore, and kind of just see these places so they could see it and share it with all of you too. So if you like this content, be sure to like, subscribe, give us a comment, hit that notification button so you don't miss any more. We're gonna share, like I said, a bunch of different things, but look forward to seeing you guys next time. Remember, adventure awaits.